The Yobe State critical stakeholders have purchased the expression of interest and nomination form for Governor Mai Mala Buni to seek re-election in the 2023 governorship election in the state. The stakeholders comprise APC chieftains, party chairmen at the local government areas, representatives of business owners, community leaders, as well as party supporters from the grassroots. The Deputy Governor, Idi Barde Gubana, presented the nomination form on behalf of the stakeholders to the APC State Chairman, Mohammed Gadaka, for onward transmission to Governor Buni. Mr. Gubana said performance of the governor in the last 3 years encouraged them to purchase the form for his second term re-election.
This event is significant for us as it will pave way for us to strengthen internal democracy and foster mutual understanding among members of the APC in our collective interest for the ensuring success of our party in the forthcoming 2023 general elections. As we are all aware, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has presented timetable preparatory to the 2023 general elections, and all political parties, the APC inclusive, are required to toe to the line of INEC in this regard. Before a candidate can contest for any electoral post, he or she should fulfill certain requirements as provided by the law. Primary elections are therefore basically conducted to give candidates legitimate nomination of the party to contest for electoral posts at all levels of government. Our party's objective is to ensure that primary elections are conducted in a just, acceptable, and transparent manner in the event that no consensus candidate emerge for a particular post. Although all members have equal opportunity to seek the party's nomination in line with their constitutional right of voting or to be voted for, the idea of consensus candidate is accepted by the party to avoid rancor and internal wrangling that often characterize the aftermath of primary elections. Consensus candidate is therefore allowed to be made among members seeking for the same nomination of the party to contest for an election. Through such mechanism, the party promotes mutual understanding and unity of purpose without trampling on the democratic rights of members. The Council of Elders on Reconciliation is primarily constituted to maintain the unity and put the interest of the party over and above interests of individuals within the APC.
The Reconciliation Committee was also set up at the event to look at grievances of aspirants during and after the forthcoming APC primary elections.
When reconciliation consists of the following: Alhaji Hassan K. El Badawi MNI OFR Chairman, Alhaji Baba Abba ON Co-Chairman, Engineer Babu Gwani Machina MNI Deputy Chairman, Alhaji Musa Lawan Member, Alhaji Muhammad Lamin Member, Alhaji Baba Abare Member, Alhaji Gwani Sanda Kusur Member, Alhaji Tujani Tumsa Member, Alhaji Yusuf Dala Yusufana Member, Honorable Jurme Gari Member, Haja Asabao Kabir Kolo Member, Barrister Aisha H. Godoyli Member, Hajia Hajar Lawan Member, Honorable Ajiyere Bularapa Member Secretary, Alhaji Muhammad Taylor Member, The Council is required by the party to achieve the following objectives. 1. As much as possible, reconcile disputes that may arise as a result of the envisaged primary elections into various elective offices under the APC in the state without necessarily resulting to court action before, during, and after the primary elections. 2. Where possible, advise on consensus candidates in line with our party headquarters' desire to minimize rancor that could jeopardize the success of the party during 2023 general elections, and offer any advice to the Council that may deem appropriate that could foster unity of purpose before and after the primary elections for greater success of the party. Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to assure you that members of the Council were selected based on their track records of transparency, honesty, vast experience, proven integrity, foresight, wisdom, ability to unite and reconcile party supporters, unalloyed loyalty and commitment to the ideals of our party, sacrifice to maintain unity of the party as an indivisible family, among others. In this regard, I wish to stress that I have no doubt in the ability of the members of the Council to discharge their responsibilities diligently. I therefore wish to join the members of the Council to work with the common goal of achieving remarkable success of the party in the primary and general elections. I am sure your activities could give a clear direction for the party that will also win members of other parties to join the APC for the purpose of sustaining our developmental drives at all tiers of government.
Now when it says Yobe, then Mai Mala Buni comes to mind, and the whole system has rested on the capability, energy, enthusiasm of this young governor who tried to steer the course of this party, to bring it back to line. Because at a certain stage, you feel scared the way things were going. But the governor of Yobe State, Mai Mala this, Mai Mala that, he never turned his place to anybody. Stuck to his assignment to reconcile, to bring back to glory this party. And God willing, alhamdulillah, he has achieved this, and we are now the beneficiaries of this great achievement. I don't know, only God will compensate. But we felt that, we should also have some compensation for him. And this 50 million naira cut is a very token, as far as we are concerned. Token, even if it's double that, the people of Yobe will pay for him to sit back.
A group known as Nubaha Support Group has organized a fundraising for Nuhu Baba Hassan to purchase expression of interest and nomination form for the House of Representatives on the platform of the All Progressives Congress. The coalition of 21 groups were able to donate 17 million naira for Hassan to contest for a seat at the House of Representatives to represent Damaturu Gujba Talmawa Federal Constituency.
We organized this program to show our support to Honorable Baba Hassan to contest for the House of Representatives in the 2023 election. So this is, we call on the other groups to show our support on him and our concern, and you can see a mammoth crowd of people here to show their support on behalf of Honorable Nuhu Hassan. As you can see, Honorable Baba Hassan is not here. He's even out of the country. But you can see support of people are coming to support him, to contribute for him, to see that Honorable Baba Hassan succeed in this coming election.
And I want to thank Honorable Mai Mala Buni, the executive governor of Yobe State. He is doing all best to put each and every youth in a place so that everybody will be happy. Because this government, he said, this government is for the youth. And we normally used to see, we are following for the procedures, we are following what he normally used to say. So I don't have anything much apart from that I can say.
The member representing Potoskum Central Constituency at the Yobe State House of Assembly, Abdullahi Bazowa, has picked the nomination form to contest for a seat at the House of Representatives. Mr. Bazowa was accompanied by a large crowd of youth to the state APC secretariat in Damaturu to obtain the forms. In an interview with Impact Yobe crew, the lawmaker said the people of his constituent beckoned him to contest for the National Assembly position.
Why I listened to the call of my people to contest for the House of Representatives. Politics is always by the people, and we respect the decision of the people. Our people are very enlightened. They know what is politics. They have been in politics since the inception of 1999 politics. So they know what it takes to have a good representative at the National Assembly. And that is why they see me as a figure, as one of them to represent them in the National Assembly. And that's why I answer their call. We are not desperate for this seat, but we are only answering the call of our people. And the reason why I'm contesting is because we have brothers, we have friends that have finished universities, some are working. They wanted to come and contribute their quota to Potoskum. I see that as a pertinent, that I should give space for new people to come and give their contribution, just as I did in the last 8 years.
Bazowa has tried beyond expectation. In the 2 terms, he was elected as a member representing Potoskum Central. He has done all his best to see that he has represented the people of Potoskum in the State House of Assembly by providing the dividends of democracy to the various communities that are in Potoskum Central. And that is why we think if we elect him to represent us at the National Assembly as a member representing Potoskum Nangere, he will bring so many progressive development to the people of those areas. That is why we rally all behind him. And as you can see, almost the youth that are here outnumbered the elders. I didn't say that the elders are not here, but the youth, because he has shown more concern to the youth around.
First of all, it's not about Bazowa youth, but it's about the capacity. He's an exceptional leader. He listens to his people. In fact, as I said, he's just an exceptional leader. When we define exceptional leaders, we know what it means to be an exceptional leader. This is why we rally behind him. We have been with him since he is in PDP. He came back to the ruling party, AAPC, and he continues to do for his people. We have witnessed a lot of development within the Potoskum Central, and we want him to do more. And that's why we want him to aspire for the position of a member representing Nigeria Potoskum Federal Constituency.
You can see we gathered here today. Before now, we call on him via social media through our stakeholders. We are calling on him to come and contest for the position of Nigeria Potoskum in the Federal Member House of Representatives. Why we are calling him is because he is capacitated. His capacity is beyond our expectation because he did very well, as everyone knows, in Potoskum Central.
Governor Mai Mala Buni has commended President Muhammad Buhari for appointing some indigents of the state into key positions in his administration. Governor Buni gave the commendation while addressing stakeholders at a launch to celebrate the Eid al-Fitr celebration in Damaturu. Governor Buni was represented at the event by his deputy, Idi Barde Gubana.
We thank Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief President Muhammad Buhari for standing in for Yobe by appointing one of our sons, His Excellency, who has done wonderfully excellent in starring the affairs of our party for 18 months. That could hardly have succeeded without His Excellency standing by him. Equally, we thank Mr. President for giving the opportunity to Yobians. We had never had a chance in governance in this country like in the present dispensation under the Abdullahi of President Muhammad Buhari. Just last 3 days, our son, Brigadier General from Gashua, was appointed the DG of NYC. We have so many appointments under this dispensation. We thank Mr. President for showing the love to Yobians. And we are assured, Mr. President, that the Yobians, under the able leadership of our mentor, His Excellency Mai Mala Buni, and our party leader, His Excellency St. Ibrahim Gaidam, we remain loyal to him, inshallah. Appreciate all Yobians for the unity we exhibit to our leaders, to the APC. We thank you very much. APC in Yobe State is a symbol for unity and total submission of APC in all the country. Other states may reference to Yobe State, and this could not be achieved without our support, unity, perseverance. So we thank you very much for that. Fourthly, we are very much appreciative to our service chiefs and your subjects whom are serving Yobe State. We have had a very optimal peace. 6 years back, we are all aware how we have been celebrating the Eid al-Fitr and the Eid al-Kabir. It has changed. That changes was brought by our prayers and your efforts to ensure that peace is maintained in Yobe State. We thank you very much for that.
The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya, has appealed to soldiers and officers to shun politics, urging them to be professional in the discharge of their duties. General Yahya, represented by the Sector 2 Commander of Operation Hadin K, Major General Koko Isoni, gave the warning at a launch in Damaturu for troops at the front line of the war against Boko Haram insurgents.
To express my sincere gratitude to Almighty Allah for His mercies, protection and guidance over us while discharging our obligations. No doubt the nation is faced with security challenges. So far, the Nigerian Army has lived up to expectations and will continue to remain focused in tackling these challenges. It is worthy to note that the Eid al-Fitr holds a special place for us as individuals and collectively as an army. It reminds us of the significance of loyalty, obedience, and sacrifice, as well as provides a unique opportunity for us to reflect and readjust our efforts towards fulfilling our roles while justifying the confidence reposed on us as Nigerians. I wish to especially recognize and appreciate the immense sacrifices of our troops in Operation Hadin Kai, Operation Hadarin Daji, Operation Safe Haven, and Operation Wild Stroke, as well as all other internal security operations the Nigerian Army is engaging across the country. Let me reiterate the Salah gift I expect from my field commanders this year, which is to eliminate as many bandits, kidnappers, and terrorists as possible, and recover as much weapons and ammunition from the criminals.
As part of activities to mark the 2022 World Malaria Day, the Yobe State government met with development partners to inform them of its plans and update them on the progress recorded in the fight against the scourge. Addressing newsmen in Damaturu, The Executive Secretary of the State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Kundi Machina, said the Buni-led administration has done well by providing necessary facilities to tackle malaria in the state.
As you all know, malaria is the most common preventable public health problem in Nigeria, with about 97% of Nigerians, especially women and children, being at increased risk of malaria and its complications. It is the commonest cause of absenteeism from school, workplaces such as offices, markets, farms, and also result to lower productivity nationally. In addition to the direct healthcare cost, which includes cost of medications, cost of hospitalization, cost of investigations and the rest, malaria also exacts a huge social and economic burden on our communities and country, especially including productivity that has been lost if we quantify it. Billions of naira, therefore, are lost every year to malaria in form of all of these costs. A variety of scientifically proven preventive and control measures have been deployed worldwide and of course nationally, and Yobe State has keyed into this, including mass distribution of long-lasting insecticide-treated nets, which was done in the year 2019. About 2 million nets have been distributed, which we are planning to conduct the replacement of the nets. That is, those that have actually collected them in 2019. We expect that after these 3 years, the potency of the insecticides that have been impregnated into the nets will have actually went down. So there's need to replace them. Some may have been damaged, and then some households actually have not even received them at that time. So we plan to now replace about 2.2 million nets.
The Senior Special Assistant to Yobe State Governor on Interfaith Affairs, Emmanuel Duguby, has hosted Muslim and Christian faithful to a Salah launch in Damaturu, the state capital. Speaking with Impact Yobe, Mr. Duguby stated that the motive behind the launch is to foster unity and promote religious tolerance in the state.
We choose to organize this program looking at what is needed at this time is unity. Across the nation, what we need is unity. And considering my appointment by His Excellency as the Senior Special Assistant on Interfaith Affairs, and with the location where I'm residing, this is a location, a community that is majority Christians, but we have good number of Muslims here. And some of them, they don't even have families here, and some of them are even not financially strong. And I felt it would be good for me to organize a get-together like this for a Salah celebration. Let us come and eat and drink and celebrate this year Eid al-Fitr together with them. And I believe it's going to bind us together in unity. It's one of the most peaceful states in Nigeria. So far, I cannot really recall in Nigeria and Yobe when last was the time we have religious crisis. Even considering the complexity of this environment, but we are living peaceful. There has never been a time where you have a conflict between either a Christian or a Muslim, no. And I think it needs to be sustained. That's why this is one of the sustainability plans we have.